Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Raiders. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. To the 43, second down. You look at this Raiders defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays that we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Stroud on third down now. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Stroud out of the gun here. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Stroud sets up the play action. He'll buy some time right. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
That was an interesting move there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Had open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. Well, this defense for the Texans very strong in that victory a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
That's pulled in at the 32. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much when you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Pierce will try to pick it up. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Stroud looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Stroud to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and up and force the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Stroud.
And that is incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talked about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The Raiders in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Back to the running game with Jacobs. Oh, a heck of a move. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Here's Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Throw left side complete. That's Fleming. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Come on. Hey. Hand off right side to Pierce. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Stroud. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Forced out to his left. Good coverage downfield, led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And Smith's throw there complete to Allen.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And they can't bring him down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he'll get it inside the 35. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
This to Jacobs on the toss right. Give him 5 yards there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. He can't get him down. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
As Stroud now to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Counter play with Jacobs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Geno. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's complete to Dell. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's Stroud. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing now is Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. And It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Now Geno on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 50, it's Smith. And that one complete to Hodgins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Here's Smith. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Second and a couple. A shotgun snap for Smith. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The kick by Carlson is good. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Nwangu now from his end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Looking downfield for Jones. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
And the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, With his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense... Short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Over the middle, he's got Mayer. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored one.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He may go. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Raiders are able to add on to that lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hand off left side, Pierce. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bump. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they're going to speed things up here. Play action. Stroud now. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to 3rd and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now they run with Jacobs on 1st down, and he'll take this forward for about 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, oh.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Raiders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year.
And the Raiders just continue to roll.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Get it. Ready.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And now they're in the hurry-up.
60 boxes. 19 lights. Ready.
Stroud off the play fake. That is caught by Dell. Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Texans.
Take Dell.
66 yards.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Smith.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. Powers through it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
193 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. A little juke. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
1st down, here's White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the ball down to...
Yeah. All right, I got him. T-Stead, look, yeah. Full court press, so full blitz, we going all out. It don't matter any time of day, I came to ball out. We TCG, never duck a smoker, any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we came to roll out. You know I gotta get my check, so please don't make me hold out. Bust down Cuban a summer day, I make it cold out. They was hot then, now they cold now. Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now. Went from rags to riches, take the clothes now. My name heavy all across the globe now. We ain't playing HBCU, I strike up the band. Stomping on them like a cute dog or alpha man. In Miami, hard rock jumping like a rock band. You know me, I love my green and cheese like a Packers fan. I'm a player, gotta keep it player, how the game go. With the steppers, I ain't gotta tell them, they just train to go. Calling plays and I'm calling shots like the head coach. First class, so we take the private, we don't do coach. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now.
Yeah, you know we global with it. Black fit, limo tint, you don't know who in it. Whole team having motion, world know who winning. I'm known for handling business, the other dudes known for dissing. Big motion, boy, big vibing, boy. Tell her pipe that loud talk down, cause they ain't making noise. Yeah, homie, we them boys, who they be preaching about. If you see LT around, Reballers bound to make a crowd. Let it try.
Any, money, mo, I knock them down 3 in a row. From the street straight to the field, from the field right to the show. All my dogs is trained to go. Make sure my people don't work no more. Been let down so many times and stabbed my back, I swear it don't hurt no more. Got dirt all on my hands, but I still watching and count this money. I had to stop rocking so many chains, I was trying to work out and it hurt my stomach. I get them wrapped, that boy mommy. Black on black, this Maybach done. When times was dark, we stood on the block around the clock, now my life son. I had to make it out. Rest in peace to Dolph, I took that paper out. Wanted some more laying out on the dough and bought my neighbor's house. I done so many favors for some people, feel like I'm favored out. No eating in, we taking out. Same people who was cheering, they hating now, but so what? Dan Marino seats inside this Rolls truck, they dolphin blue. Big homie, y'all little boys better remember who y'all talking to. It's gonna cost you like a 50 for me and the gang, and we just walking through and counting money often too.
Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the roads in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Yo, she could come around but can't stick around, that's how I tease her. Been having my waist since a little, I ain't never been no pleaser. Always gonna crush these souls when they realize I don't need them. I don't give a f***, I close wheels, you cross the line, I'm squeezing. Every day the same routine, ain't no new team. Never ever had hoop dreams, but I'm ballin' like I want a ring. Demon time over everything, you don't know how much it really means. Struggle took a toll on them, had to come and intervene. Boy, them keys to that Bentley, I'm trying to drive it around. I think I'm driving it gently, now I'm speeding through the town. I can't even put my phone down, trying to show the world how it sound. Around and make the wrong turn, we don't even want to turn around. Lately I've been thinking, what would I be if I ain't take a risk? Struggle, I hated it at the time, but it's the reason I'm rich. Never see me knocking nobody, I know how hard it can get. Respect whoever on they, cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the roads in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when it reeks. Oh boy, it's so much to see. Gotta learn to keep your balance. Going to sleep on silk sheets. But it used to be a pallet. Fell in love with shopping, I'm getting a grip of it. I don't need no stylist. Walking on mall, spin a bag on anything if it got me smiling. I'm on every L that I ever took. I promise. Flashy with a system, man, I don't look. That's how I'm coming. Can't wait to touch a meal like I ain't got no food inside my tummy. Been had a vision, seen it vividly before it got sunny. You could tell I'm committed. This get hard and I get it, but long as you stay authentic, you'll be destined to win it. I recreated my image. This was earned, never given. Gonna be that way till it's finished. Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever, the gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and hold the comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the